Hello, welcome back to San Herrera. Today we are in episode 17, I believe. 17. And I have a lot planned for today. So I'm going to hopefully do some residential development along the edges. I would like to start on this park area. I would like to level up our campus a little bit. Maybe not level up, but get some of our other buildings placed. And this neighborhood over here, I wasn't really happy with it. I looked at some other neighborhoods in areas like this, kind of in older parts of town where it's not necessarily a consistent grid, but it's not usually like this. This doesn't usually happen till like you're farther out of the downtown area, probably in areas like this or even right here. So we're not going to do that right here. I have a different plan. Sadly, it's going to cause a lot of we're going to destroy a lot of people's homes, so we're probably going to lose quite a few people here when we do this. But yeah, so this would not happen in real life at all, but in real life it wouldn't have been developed like this at this time. So I'm sorry about this. I feel bad about this. We're going to lose probably nearly 1,000 people, but it is for the greater good of the city, the polis. It is for the greater good of the polis, the polis. So we're gonna we're gonna sort of do something like this, and then we're going to bring out a road over here. Not quite like that. So I'm a little better now from last time I did this. I still have a bit of sickness, but it's not as bad as it was last time. Okay, actually, I think we're going to destroy this road. So basically how these areas develop is something along these lines of what I'm doing here. So they're usually not quite curvy like the way I made these ones, but they're not really gridded either. They just kind of... I'm going to look at some examples. I found some examples just even in San Francisco and San Diego. Oop. So I'm looking at those right now, I'm looking at Los Angeles right now, near Angelino Heights, which is right off of Highway 101, which is, I believe, north? No, it's like west of Los Angeles, just northwest of Los Angeles. Northeast, I mean. It's right by the, close to the stadium. So, I'm looking at how they did it. Yeah, we lost about 10,000 people. So I'm trying to do this right. I'm going to get rid of these last houses here so we don't have to worry about these. Something like this, and then you'd probably see something like this as well. Actually, we could probably use our... No, this is fine. So then I think that's acceptable. I don't think that's totally unreasonable in an area like this. And I don't think it'd be curved. I think we're going to curve this, because I feel like this would be curved. Even just this area would be curved. Yeah, this looks a little bit better. This is sort of what I was going for whenever I first built this area. I just couldn't. After looking at Google Maps, I sort of had a better picture directly in my head. So hopefully I'll be able to do a better job now. I'm going to go ahead and redo these corners over here. Like that, and then we're going to redo this one as well. It's going to make us do the entire thing. We're going to use our curved road tool for this one. Connect it up here, connect it up here. This makes me a lot happier. I'm very pleased with how this looks now. Okay, so then next thing we're going to do is something along these lines. Well, we're definitely going to redo that part, so we're going to make this more smooth. There we go. Bring it straight. I don't want to connect it up right there. You know, maybe we don't have to if we can go. I'm gonna go straight. This will be a little bit easier if I can go straight. There we go. Then I'll connect that up here. And then we'll put some more and I'm not very pleased with how this looks, so we're just gonna make this go straight. I wanted it to be kind of more consistent, but I guess it's fine if it's not. So we're actually gonna go ahead and make this one straight as well. Then we'll connect this up here. This one will be a cul-de-sac, which is fine. And then we'll create a cul-de-sac in here. And one more right here. We're gonna get water pipes under here. We need to go ahead and destroy our old ones. Some of these are fine, but most of them are not. I'm gonna pause it so we don't kill anybody's water supply. So let me know if you guys have any names for any of these areas in the comments. I definitely could be using some name ideas. Coming up with names for this game is not the easiest thing to do, especially when you're trying to create a city with sort of history. I'm not trying to go like insane on the history, kind of like some other YouTubers do, like City Planner Plays. He actually has like a very well developed story within his city. I'm not trying to go that far. I'm just trying to create a basic historical kind of feeling that the city would have, but I'm not trying to, you know, play as much as he is into it. Just enough to where it makes sense, and it's not overbearing in any way, or if you know what I mean, not necessarily overbearing, but just that way it's not like, so it's not really a focus of the people who are here, but rather more of the city. That's what I'm trying to get at. I want this to be more about the city rather than which, I mean, I guess history is part of a city, how the city works and stuff, and how it came up. So I guess it could go either way, I guess. So we're going to zone all of this, except for right here. We're not going to zone any of this next to the highway. We're probably going to put sound barriers and trees here instead. We're not going to zone right there either. I'm going to speed up the simulation just a little bit. Can zone right here for commercial. Okay, I think that's about all we're going to be able to zone in here. One other thing I wanted to do with our roads was I wanted to continue this one. So that we can connect this one up to it. And I think we're going to restart this. This was just kind of for a planning thing. Just wanted to remember to put it there, but we're here now. I'm going to turn on info views real quick. Our terrain height. Perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. And then we're also going to get this area ready for development as well. So let's see, we're going up by 400, so let's go up by multiples of 400. I'm going to go up 1600, or actually 100, might as well. Is this? How far is this? Not quite. So hopefully we'll fill in this gap in this episode, put some commercial here. I'm actually not quite sure what I want to put here. I think we're going to put residential and commercial, but I'm not quite sure yet of everything we're going to put there. So we'll see. And you go up 400 again. Or we can do it like this. How about this instead? This will work. And then we'll bring this road to connect. I think we'll use the curved road tool, see if that'll work better. Perfect. That looks fine. And then get our straight road tool again. Pull this through there. And that is fine. I like how this looks. Was this 400? 360. So can we go up 40? We're just going to restart this section right here if we can. If we can even go up 400. Or if it's going to make us go 440 right away. How about we start like right... There we go. There we go. Perfect. We're going to move this out of the way. This is kind of where I'm putting the buildings that I'm not using that I just wanted to look at. We had this one originally in the city and I moved it and I replaced it, so we don't really need this one anymore. We'll probably reuse it in the future though, so I don't want to destroy it. I don't think this is costing us money. Yeah, it's not costing us any money. And then there's this one right here. I placed this as well. This is something I definitely want to place in downtown. Right here. It's like a shopping center. It looks like one of the high density shopping buildings. It looks like a big version of one of these. So I like it. We're definitely going to place it. You know, we actually might place it somewhere over here. This might not be a bad spot for it if we could fit it here. I think I might place it right here. I really want to place it here. Could have a crooked road right there possibly, and then we might be able to fit this. No, this one. Could we fit it? Nope. I want to put it right. This is probably going to cause a lot of noise pollution, so we'll see about that. If it does, we'll probably resist. Let's see the noise pollution that this creates. Yeah, that's really bad. So I think we're going to rezone this with office right here. Just along this right here. So we're probably going to, you know, destroy a few people's homes, sadly, but this is a game. It doesn't have any real life consequences, fortunately, so obviously this would in real life. You wouldn't do that in real life. That's so steep. You know, one thing I forgot to do over here was I forgot to grade this before we zoned. No, we just upgraded our academy again, or our university, and we lost 252 students. So we're going to look at that in a little bit. So yeah, that was one thing I forgot to look at. I did not grade this at all, and you can see how steep it is. I think it kind of looks cool though, so you never know. This might be a little bit insane, possibly, but you know, it is what it is. There's not much I can do about it now. So we're going to turn this back on because there's no reason to have it off anymore if we're going to have this right here. And we'll zone commercial next to this. We won't zone right here. We could put a park there, possibly, maybe make a custom park. Right here we'll put high density zoning, high density commercial. And I want to place this probably somewhere in the suburbs. This is like a little shopping center. This looks like a, whatever you call it, what would it be? A Costco or a Walmart, Tom Thumb, Kroger, King Soopers, Publix possibly. I want to place this somewhere in the suburbs, probably over here. So we'll see. This is developing quite slow. I thought we'd see development here faster since we have such a demand for residential. Or at least we had. So whenever we start developing this area a lot more, I think we are going to worry about I think that is whenever we're going to worry about public transit. For now, I'm not too worried about public transit because it's just going to be a little bit harder to work around when we don't have as much of the city developed. I don't want to go and make bus lines all fancy and then have to go replace them later on. So I think for now we won't worry too much about public transport, and then whenever we start getting more areas available, we will do that. So whenever we unlock this town, we start zoning over here, is I think when we'll start worrying significantly about public transport. I also did some work off camera with our junctions, and I'm going to do that again right here. So I went around and looked at some of our busiest junctions that were kind of not working well, or that just had unnecessary traffic lights or stop signs, and I fixed them to decrease the amount of traffic we were seeing. And I think it worked in some cases, but I want to go back in a second and look, because I think there were some areas where it made it worse. Like right here, I put a stoplight. I'm not sure if that will make it worse or better. There was some really bad traffic over here, so I replaced some stoplights and I made some one-way roads right here, and I think it's helping a little bit more. We'll see though. Only time will tell. And then over here, we're seeing really bad traffic still. It's weird. It's like it comes and it goes. It's here for a little bit one day, and then the next day it's gone. I think that our biggest problem here was putting this collector here. I probably should not have done that. But, you know, it is what it is. I can't go back now. So one other thing I'd like to do with our public transport as well is bring this subway line across. Bring it over this way. Probably up to the park, because this is where I want to put the park. And then we could also make a connection with our campus right here. Okay, so let's look at our, keep looking at our junction here before we zone this. Yep, these are good. Might as well do this right now since there's going to be a park here. I don't think we're going to develop right there, so there's no sense in keeping it like that. I already replaced these ones as well, and then we're going to do that over here. And you know, we'll place some other parks over here because we don't have that many. We're going to place a dog park in here. And I think we could also place a school just because we have one right there. Yeah, they're probably good actually. It's literally right across the street. It's not too far. I think we're going to spread some of these out though, because we literally have so many that we don't need. This one's probably completely unnecessary, so we can just, we're going to move this one over here for these new residents, because I think we're going to zone right here. So that will serve this area a little bit. So we still have two right here that probably, we'll move this one. We'll move this one over here. So we'll put this one in here. And that's probably good for now. We could probably move some more of these, and we probably will in the future, but for now, I think we're in a good spot. We'll check our high schools in a second too. We could get some of those moved. Okay, now I want to design this area very carefully. We have a lot of city services right here, very readily available. Let's check our fire. Our nearest fire department is over there. We probably should get another one over here somewhere. We don't have any at all. Let's get one in here. A lot of this area over here does not have fire coverage on this side of town. But this area does not have any coverage at all. So we're going to get a fire state. I believe this is fire station. Yeah, we're going to get a fire station in here. We're also going to get a police headquarters in here. And we'll mix that in with the medical district. High schools. We want to look at these. Definitely need to spread these out some more. These are way too close to each other. We don't need this one right here. We can move that one. We don't need this one right here. I don't think there's a lot of places we need to move them though right now. We could actually, we'll move this one over here because there's no high school over here at all. We'll place some parks in here. And we'll put some parks in here for this school as well. Small playground. We'll put that across the street. Now for our zoning, we're definitely going to do commercial right here along the collectors. Bring them up to the park as well. And we might as well zone this. I don't think we're going to put anything else here. And then we're going to zone our residential over here. Still have a bit of allergies, as you guys can probably tell from my voice, possibly. But it's not as bad as it was in my last few episodes. So that's a good, that's good, at least. We don't need that right there. We don't want that either. We'll put some commercial here instead to block from the sound. I mean, this will produce a little bit of sound, but I think it'll block out more sound from here than it will give. And you know, I think what we're going to do here, if possible. Ooh, it is. I think we're going to bring this. Oh, there's something there. We can bring it up here. Should leave my snapping on. Perfect. And actually, I'm not sure. Let's make this a district real quick, and I think we're going to put some special policies in this area. We might make this a high-tech housing area. I think we might do that. We're going to take this away from here. I think this would be a valuable place anyway, since we have this area so close. So I think we're going to go with high-tech housing. We're definitely going to put high-rise ban. Encourage biking. Lightning rods. Yeah, we're going to do that. VIP area. What does this do? Nah. We're going to do services. We're going to do smoke detector distribution. Education boost. For profit education. I think we're going to put that as a city policy. For profit education. And then yeah, high-tech housing. Good. And then tax relief. I think I want to do tax relief for high density, possibly. We'll see how this. No, actually we won't. For now we'll keep it as is. So we're going to look at our citywide policies, and there's a few things I wanted to change, especially with our natural disasters that we have enabled. So we're going to make for-profit education a citywide policy. And fast recovery. No, we want to search for survivors. So we definitely don't want to do that. We're going to put some offices right here, because I think we're going to put high density commercial along the highway right there. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. This is what I meant to do. Don't want a zone right here either. No, didn't mean to destroy these. Did not mean to do that. Okay, this is looking good. I'm proud of how this is turning out over here. I like this district a lot already. And it hasn't even really gotten started yet. Let's make sure this area has a post office. There's one right there. So yeah, they're good. Education, they're good. Unique buildings. What other unique buildings do we have? Do we have any unlocked? We have this helicopter park. You know, we have the lungs of the city. I believe this is the. We have a really big park somewhere, and I want to place it in here before I forget. Because we definitely want to place it in here. Yeah, right here. We're gonna turn this off though for now, because we're not gonna use this. We're gonna move it probably. For now, we're just gonna have it right there though, because we're going to integrate this into the. How much does this cost? We're going to integrate this into this park right here. So as far as our campus goes, there was a few things I wanted to do. I wanted to shift around all of our paths that we had in here because I didn't like the way they looked. So we're going to redo everything we did here. Gonna destroy all these paths. All these trees that we placed. I had a better idea. And I think it would make it, I want to make the thing symmetrical because that was something that I failed at doing whenever I first did this. So hopefully this will make it easier. And I'm not destroying all the trees because I'm about to destroy them with the road right here. So we don't need to go ahead and destroy all these because we're going to destroy them with the road. You'll see what I'm going to do in just a second. So we're going to centralize this with... We're going to set it with this right here. So what we're going to do is... How far did it go on that side? 240. You know that actually that might be centerized. That might be center now. Yeah, I don't even think we need to move any of our buildings. I thought we were going to need to move all of them, but I think it's centered now. So let's see what other new campus buildings we have. We're not going to worry about detailing it right now, but we're going to... Yeah, we're not going to worry about detailing it right now. We're just going to worry about looking at what we have unlocked. And we don't have anything unlocked right now. So let's add some more. I don't believe, anyway. Probably should add some more of these dormitories. Let's see how that does. Academic works. We're going to give... Okay, so... As far as this area goes, I think we're going to develop along here now. I don't think there's any reason to not do it anymore. We've waited for a while. I think we're going to put some low density commercial right here. I don't want to ruin the view for these people right here. So we're just going to put low density commercial. And we might as well zone right here. There's no reason to not zone right here. Hide some of the ugly emptiness right there, the empty spots. So one thing we forgot to do over here was we forgot to put some parks. I wanted to put some parks in this neighborhood, so we're going to do that. We're going to add a large playground. Can we fit this in here? We can't. We already have a park right there, so let's just add a small... We'll add a plaza in here. Plaza with trees. We could actually probably put one of these right here as well. And then one more thing I wanted to do right here, because I wanted to put a botanical garden over here somewhere. I think that'd be nice over here, so we're going to put one of these right there. I think a lot of the traffic is from people moving in from this neighborhood right here into this neighborhood that we just built. So we'll see if the traffic decreases. And I would like to start developing this area as well. The only problem is I think we're going to move the track. So yeah, we're going to move this over a little bit. And I think we're actually going to give... We're going to separate the tracks just a little bit. We're going to give them each some extra time before they merge in case traffic ever increases over here. So I'm debating if we want to have an at-level. I think we're going to have them... Yeah, we're going to have them at-grade crossings. This might be a mistake. If it is, we can always go ahead and raise it later on. And we can't even do that. Why is it? It's already occupied. Oh, I don't think we can put... Can we do even... I don't even know if we can do this. I don't think we can do this in the vanilla game. Yeah, we can't. So... We're just going to merge it right here. We're going to resume. There's no reason to have it pause. Oh, actually, seriously, I just forgot we did this. Start placing a train track and redeveloping the area, and then I forget that we destroyed the train track. So that's how I roll. Okay, that's good right there. Now we need to get this connected up. We're probably going to rework this entire railroad over here in this area because this tile right here, not having this tile kind of limits us. I would have liked to have this connection come down here instead, but we don't have the tile yet, so we can't do that. So for now, this is fine. This should function perfectly. And you know, it is what it is. So I also want to develop right here. I want to develop a little neighborhood, kind of in the middle of nowhere, I guess, because this is kind of on the edge of our development. Until we get 81 tiles, this is probably going to be the edge of our where we can develop. So on this side of the track, I think we're going to have residential, and then on the other side, I'm not sure what we're going to have. I think I just messed this up again. I finally got it in the right. Ooh, no, we didn't. We can do that. I thought it was going to destroy the entire segment. So we can press play now, I believe, because we built our track. Yeah. Okay, we're going to pause it because I think we're going to destroy some of these power lines for a second. What are these being used for? Oh yeah, they're being used for that. So we're going to just pause this temporarily. Truly, we should probably move these power lines next to the highway just because I think that's where they would be in real life. So we're going to bring these down to the highway. We can remove these power lines. I don't think these are even being used anymore. Perfect. Now we can not have to worry about anything over here. We're going to use our curved road tool. We're going to use kind of the same style that we used to develop that other side of town. We're going to go right up to the tracks, which is probably not safe. And would probably not be liked by the community all that much, but we won't develop along there, obviously. We don't even have that option, so I guess that makes it alright. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how we're going to do this now. So we want to bring this down a little bit earlier, I think. If we can connect this up straight, that would be amazing, and I would love that very much. Come on. Come on. Is it not going to let us do it? These are those trigger moments in the game. Make this a truly frustrating game to play sometimes if we can. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do it, so I'm not sure. Maybe we'll just have a cul-de-sac right there. That's not what I want, but... Or we could do this. Yeah, I think we're going to do this instead. Then we'll connect this up here. And we'll bring this one down. Use our curved road tool and connect it up here. And we might as well connect this strip right here. There's no reason to not do it. Yes, there is. We can't do it. Nice. Well, there's always those moments where you can't do it. We'll bring that across. I don't want to make another connection across there. That would just be kind of obnoxious. Kind of obnoxious. Okay, so now we are going to... Kind of don't like the way this looks. That looks better. And it still doesn't look that good. We could put a path right there since we can't connect this up. Or we can if we use a curved road tool. So we'll do that instead. Okay, we definitely need to connect this up in here in the middle because there's no connection unless we do this good. We're going to make a little cul-de-sac in here. And we'll connect this up onto the side of this. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And we'll make another cul-de-sac right in here. That fits absolutely perfectly. I know cul-de-sacs trigger some people when they're, you know, watching this game, but I think in real life this is probably exactly what you'd see in an area like this. A residential area that would have been developed probably in the early 1900s. Very probably early to mid 1900s, 1930s, 40s. So we can put another cul-de-sac in here. We don't need a... Yeah, we'll do that. Can I create another little entrance in there? And now we have a lot of water pipes to put, which may or may not fit the way we want them to. We're going to turn off our snapping tools. Snapping tools. We're going to bring this pipe up to here. Yep, there we go. And then we just have to bring one more no. We'll go ahead and bring this one through. We can also get water over here. There we go. Now just like two more maybe in here. And I think on this side we're going to put a little farmer's market. We probably could fit another cul-de-sac in here. Absolutely we could. So let's do that. Turn on our snapping tools. You know, this would probably connect. I don't see why this wouldn't connect right here. Okay, now we're going to zone most of this commercial, residential. We're going to have some commercial along this collector right here. And we'll zone some along this little park that we have here. And we'll also go in here and add some bike paths in a minute. So funny little story actually. So I think like 7 or maybe even 10 episodes or something, it was a while ago, we made these 3 buildings historical because I liked the way they looked, and they all went abandoned. So that's a sad story, but we're going to destroy these because you know, they're just going to sit here. Maybe it's just a little fun thing, we'll leave one there, I'm not sure. Okay, so now we're going to zone most of what's left as residential. So I know that this might seem a little bit unreasonable to have this train track right there going literally right past the road, but I don't feel like it's totally, I mean, I think we definitely put a fence here if we can. I think we can along the edge. Definitely need to turn off our snapping. Yeah, we can fit one in here. And we definitely will. We're going to just fence in this whole little community right here. So we're going to, I think we're just going to finish this area off with this episode, and then we're going to call it an episode. We're going to call it a day. So we're going to put some other parks in here. We're going to put a little dog park right here. And we're definitely going to put a school in here because we have coverage now. And our capacity is going down. Oh, no, that was for our university. Never mind. Okay, how about our high schools? Our high school, we're still through the roof with this coverage. So let's make this a district. So it wouldn't be very attractive to live next to a railroad like that, a really busy one as well, because you got 2 major stations over there. Like you got the city's only train station, and then you got the city's main cargo hub. So there's gonna be a lot of train traffic going back and forth through there. So I can't imagine it'd be very attractive to live there. So as a result of that, I don't want to make this necessarily a low income area because this is quite a big area, but I think we're going to encourage biking for sure. Lightning rods. Yeah, we'll do lightning rods. We're not going to necessarily put yeah, we'll do education boost and recycling. I don't think we're going to put too many other policies that are going to make this area super rich, super luxurious area. It's just going to be, I'd say, middle class, like the other areas over here. Probably like this one. Just fine, I guess. And then we also are having issues with police, so let's look at that. We don't have any fire coverage over here. Our nearest station is over here. So we should probably get one built, and I think we'll do that like right here since we just destroyed that. Let's look at our stop signs that we have in here. Stoplights, junctions. We're going to fix these. So our bus stops are basically garbage at this point. They're not doing anything because there are literally hundreds of people waiting up at these these little super spreader events, I guess you might call them, in the 2044. It's a super spreader event. So yeah, we have these super spreader events right here, and the buses are already full, so they can't pick them up because the lines are too big. I think that was one of the mistakes I made, was making the lines too big, the bus lines. So I made like one line cover half the city. So that's something I need to go back and fix. But I'd rather do that after we expand over here more. Otherwise, you know, it's just gonna... Something I want to do here real quick is I'm going to take this road back a little bit. I'm not sure if we're going to make this a collector or not. I think we probably will, so let's just this industrial, because I don't think that we're going to develop commercial along this, or sorry, residential. I mean, we probably will, but I think we'll do that along this collector. So what I think we'll do is we will we're gonna funnel this collector, couple it into this. So we'll watch this. So what we're gonna do, this right here, and then like this. That should drastically help out the traffic in this area. Let's make sure there's not a traffic light there. There doesn't need to be a traffic light. Good, there's not. We'll put stop signs right here along these, since this pretty much counts as a collector. So yeah. I don't want to raise the railroad, but I think we might have to if it comes to that. Ooh, I don't think this would be. I don't think that would be a thing. So we might need to move this away from the railroad a little bit more. Right there's good. We can do that. Make sure it's connected. It's not connected, so let's bring a line in there. And we'll just do this and then destroy this one. So this isn't developing as fast as I thought it would. I mean, we just zoned this entire area, and this area isn't even fully developed yet, so we just gotta wait, I guess. I think real quick, right before we end here, we're going to start development for the next neighborhoods in this area. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to use our... Well, we're going to use a road with grass in the middle in this area. Make it a little bit nicer, and then we're going to bring it down. We're going to use our freeform tool. And we're just going to get this area ready, since I mean, it's kind of in that location where I think it would be to being developed. We can make this a low-income neighborhood for this industrial area. We're going to use our curved road tool up here as well to make this look nice. Connect it right up there. Yep, there we go. And then I think we're going to put some cul-de-sacs in here. We're going to make some connections in here. And right here as well. We're going to curve this one since it's at an angle. I'd rather have it more straight. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make this whoops, not quite what I wanted to do. I want to make this more straight. So we're going to go. There we go. Perfect. We need to make this a straight road. There we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Perfect. Now I think in here we're going to put a park. Like a custom park. Possibly, maybe even a nature reserve. I think we'll put a nature reserve in there. And I'm really liking how this area is looking right now. I'm very pleased with how it's turning out. So I think we're going to zone the rest of this as commercial right here. We have a higher demand for commercial right now than we have anything else. You know, we're not going to zone right here. We'll zone commercial right here. Or, sorry, residential, rather. We're going to look at our junctions one more time. Make sure we got all of them. This does need to be a stoplight. And then we can fix these ones as well. Well, thank you for tuning in. I'm very pleased with how this episode turned out. Did a lot in this episode. In the next one, hopefully we will work on our campus a little more and start some of these parks. So I think in the next episode we're going to work on this campus and start some of these parks over here, and we're going to start this park. And I think we're going to do a little farmer's market over here in this slot of land that we have left, which is going to be interesting since there's not really any major road connections. I mean, we have this we basically have this connection available because of the railroad and then the highway right here. There's not a whole lot else we can do. We could also make another like little freight yard over here. Maybe we could put some sidings for the train tracks over here. We might do that. Maybe put some warehouses over here. Yeah, so I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you guys in the next one. And N.J.H is out.